Good day! Today we will discuss about external assessment. In this chapter, we will be able to describe how to conduct a strategic management audit, learn external audit, external forces and how it affects organizations, the importance of competitive intelligence, and describe sources of external information, EFE matrix, and the CPM. On this chapter, we will focus on external strategic management audit, its nature, purpose, key internal forces, and other functions. External simply means the opportunities and threats in the SWOT analysis. It will be further discussed as the video continues. External versus internal. Analysis of the external environment normally focuses on the customer. Analysis has to be executed at an internal level as well as an external level. Analysis looks at the current situation in terms of internal resources and capabilities and external conditions. External strategic management audit is also called as the environmental scanning or industry analysis. External strategic management audit focuses on identifying and evaluating trends and events beyond the control of a single firm, such as increased foreign competition, shifting of population, and aging society, and consumer fear of traveling. So what is the goal of an external audit? The purpose of an external audit is to develop a finite list of opportunities that will benefit the firm and threats that should be avoided. As the term finite suggests, it is aimed at identifying key variables that offer actionable responses. Involvement in the strategic management process can lead to understanding and commitment from organizational members. Individuals appreciate having the opportunity to contribute ideas and to gain a better understanding of their firm's industry, competitors, and markets. There are 3 steps in performing an external audit, and these are gather competitive intelligence and information, next is assimilate the information gathered, and lastly, evaluate it.
There are 5 kinds of external forces, and these are economic, technological, social, cultural, demographic and environmental, political, and competitive forces. Economic factors have a direct impact on the potential attractiveness of a various strategies. Social, cultural, demographic, and environmental changes have major impact on virtually all products, services, markets, and customers. Small, large, for-profit, and non-profit organizations in all industries are being staggered and challenged by the opportunities and threats arising from changes in social, cultural, demographic, and environmental variables. Federal, state, local, and foreign governments are major regulators, deregulators, subsidizers, employers, and customers of organizations. Political, governmental, and legal factors therefore can represent key opportunities or threats for both small and large organizations. These are some of the key political, government, and legal variables such as special tariffs, number of patents, changes in patent laws, environmental protection laws, and government regulations, and many more. Next is technological forces like new competitive advantages, CTO, opportunities and threats, new markets, organizations' products, services, markets, suppliers and distributors, and lastly, Internet. Next is competitive forces. Collecting and evaluating information on competitors is essential for successful strategy formulation. Market commonality can be defined as the number and significance of markets that a firm competes in with rivals. Resource similarity is the extent to which the type and amount of a firm's internal resources are comparable to a rival. So there is a widely used approach for developing strategies in many industries, and this is the Porter's 5 Forces model of competitive analysis.
First on Porter's 5 forces is rivalry among competing firms is usually the most powerful of the 5 competitive forces. It is potential development of substitute products. In many industries, firms are in close competition with producers of substitute products in other industries. Third is the potential entry of new competitors. Whenever new firms can easily enter a particular industry, the intensity of competitiveness among firms increases. Fourth is the bargaining power of suppliers. It affects the intensity of competition in an industry. Lastly is the bargaining power of consumers. Customers are concentrated in buying large volume. Their bargaining power represents a major force affecting the intensity of competition in an industry. Konki defines assumptions as the best present estimates of the impact of major external factors, over which the manager has little if any control, but which may exert a significant impact on performance or the ability to achieve desired results. External factor matrix allows strategists to summarize and evaluate economic, social, cultural, demographic, environmental, political, governmental, legal, technological, and competitive information.
This is an example of EFE matrix. First, you have to list all opportunities and threats, weigh each factor from 0.0 to 1.0, rate it from 1 to 4, and multiply its weight and rate to be able to evaluate it. CPM identifies a firm's major competitor and its particular strengths and weaknesses in relation to a sample firm's strategic position. The weights and total weighted score in both a CPM and an EFE have the same meaning. However, critical success factors in a CPM include both internal and external issues. Again, this is external assessment. Thank you for learning with us. Please watch our next video on internal assessment.